Okay, Colin, training tonight. It's the first time we're obviously launching the Ards SC YouTube channel. Just can you give us a wee brief overview of how the season's went so far then? A lot of injuries to key players, I suppose, around the team.
Yeah, I mean, basically we lost four of our key men all year, really. That's what's happened to us. And, you know, I'd argue anybody losing four of their best players out of 11 would struggle no matter what team you are, and it's really hurt us. And we've battled on. I don't think we've lost too many games badly. We've played well at times, and we just really have had horrendous luck. But of course, everyone will say, of course I'm going to say it, but that's really what the season has been for us. And we now find ourselves in a position where we're fighting for our lives, and with 11 games to go, we're going to give it a real shot.
And with training going in the background, we'll be obviously producing a wee training video as well. The boys looking good spirits. How can you manage them despite results going against them every week?
Well, that's one thing I would have to say in defence of the team, is that they're always in good spirits, and we make sure they are, and we make sure they're positive, and that's why anyone who's watched it this year will know that we've been beaten. But as I say, we've been right in the game most of the time. It is hard when you're losing most weeks, which we're not used to. But they're a good bunch of lads, and they're wanting to fight and they're wanting to stay up.
And of course in January there, I've seen a lot of fresh faces come in. Just talk us through the players that you brought in January.
Well, I mean, I had to work hand in hand with the board and the chairman, because it's well documented the resources we have. We can't go out and spend money willy-nilly, and we couldn't do that either. We had to let some go to bring some in. We're happy with our business. You know, the two lads come in up front, Boyce, Henderson and Smith. Smith unfortunately has got injured and won't be available for the next few weeks. Henderson has done really well and scored 2 goals, which we were lacking. McCall we brought in, hasn't had a run yet, but will probably feature on Saturday here against Glenavon. Darryl Evans has come in and done really well. Big step up for him, and he's handled the pressure well and done okay, but unfortunately the results haven't went for us, which has damaged his confidence a wee bit. I'm trying to think who else we brought in. And then McNulty right at the last was the last throw of the dice, where, to be fair, Cliftonville worked with us, and if they hadn't, we wouldn't have been able to bring him in. That's the bottom line. But they were willing to work with us, and we're very much looking forward to him coming and hopefully getting us a bit of strength at the back.
And going forward, there's a number of key games coming up, and of course obviously the split. What's your plans then going forward? It's a case of just let's avoid relegation.
Well, we have to avoid relegation at all costs. I mean, it's really, really important. I mean, the 3 years that we've been here, we've managed to do it comfortably. For 2 years this year, it's a position that we're maybe not used to. So, you know, it's a learning curve for us all. But there's 11 games to go. I think the fortunate position we find ourselves in is that most of our games left are against teams that are in the bottom 6, which we play some twice. So there's plenty of hope there. As I say, the mood's good. The boys are working hard. I can't ask any more of them in training. And I think marry that with a change of luck, and we'll do it.
And a game against Glenavon on Saturday. How are you shaping up into that one?
Well, I'm going to shape up with 11 games, just let people know that we're going to have a real go at every game. And in my mind, 3 points is a must for us in as many games as we can get. And we'll go to Glenavon, and we'll look forward to the game. The boys have worked the game plan all week. We're going to do a wee bit on it tonight again, and we'll be ready. And hopefully, if we can perform, and as I say, marry that we're taking our chances, and the luck turning, we'll get a result.
And since you've been manager at Ards, I've seen a lot of young players come up through the tournaments. How are they embedding into this season, with their first full season?
Well, some of them's probably their second season, to be fair, because when I took over Ards, I've had the oldest squad in the Premier League. It's now got the youngest squad, and I know with that comes a raft of issues in terms of experience, and something which probably we've lacked in this year, if I'm being honest. But it's the way we decided we want to go about it. We still have the youngest squad now in the Premier League, which is great, and you know, regardless of where the future lies, first we want to keep all these young people with us, because they have a good feel for what the club can do, what it means to play for the club, and they've bonded, as you can see here tonight. They bond very well together, and they're going to be stars for the future. And we're just hopeful that we can stay in the league and gain the experience of staving off relegation, which has been really good for them, and build for the future.
And a player that had to retire throughout the season there is Dave Albert. He's now joined the coaching staff. What has Dave added to the coaching staff?
Well, I think, you know what, Dave and I took the decision during the season. Was very difficult. I probably took it out of his hands. You know, he's a tremendous player, and he was a brilliant player for Ards while I've been here. But had a lot of injury problems come to the tail end of his career. I think it was a relief for him, to be honest. But look, he was practically doing a lot of coaching with us anyway. That was always the plan for him, and Dave was somebody who wouldn't want to let go and wanted to embed in what we're trying to do moving forward. He knows the players, and he's been great as a coach. I just wish he could have kept playing, because we've really missed him. And as I say, he's one of the four I'm talking about. And you know, you lose a player with that leadership qualities, you're going to struggle with the back.
Super. Thank you very much. That's us. Thanks.